Hi, I'm an instructor at the Criminal Justice Department at Remington College. Today, the students are engaged in a mock trial. Mock trials are very important with respect to the education here because it teaches students exactly what the criminal procedures are in a courtroom. Seated at the table is the prosecutor. This student is playing the role of the prosecutor, who has the very important job of meeting the burden of proof. They have to prove that the defendant did everything that they're charged with doing. And they have to meet all the elements of the crime and prove them beyond a reasonable doubt. Seated in the witness stand is the detective. The detective is the person who worked on the case, who ultimately made the arrest, and has to assist the prosecutor in getting all those facts out there so that the prosecutor can convince the jury, who's seated in the jury box, that this defendant did the crime. And in doing so, he has to show and demonstrate that the prosecution can meet all those elements of making the case beyond a reasonable doubt. Seated in the jury box are students who have the very important role of deciding whether or not that prosecutor met his burden of proving the case beyond a reasonable doubt. They're taking diligent notes, they're listening very intently, and they will go back and deliberate at the end of the mock trial and decide whether or not the prosecutor met his burden and whether or not the defendant should be convicted of any or all of the charges. The instructor is now speaking with the students and offering critique and information that he can give with respect to how they played their roles during the course of the trial. And that's what we do here at Remington College with respect to the Criminal Justice Department and our mock trial program. It sums it all up in a nutshell in that this is a great snippet on how a criminal trial proceeds.
Click here to learn more about Remington College's Criminal Justice Program and be sure to subscribe.